Hey, y'all, Pastor Emil here with a midweek sermon recap. Hopefully, you were able to join us this past Sunday as we started our sermon series, taking a look at It's a Wonderful Life. It's a great movie, and we're taking a look at some themes from that movie and seeing how they connect with the Christmas story, the message of Christmas, the birth of Jesus, and God's plan. And we started out the series with talking about just that, plans, right? You can't always get what you want. That's one thing that George Bailey's life makes abundantly clear, right? Here's a guy who wanted to do so many big things, right? He wanted to do so many exciting things. He wanted to go places. He wanted to build skyscrapers and bridges and explore the world and make lots of money and he just wanted to be a big guy, right? He had all these plans laid out for him. He wasn't going to get married either. Nobody's going to tie him down. He was getting out of Bedford Falls, and then what happens? Just about everything in his life conspires against him and keeps him in this sleepy little town. And then we get to the main plot of the story where he runs into this terrible situation, this terrible set of circumstances, and he sees no way out, and he says, you know what, it'd be better if I wasn't born. And then God sends his guardian angel, Clarence, to show him what life would have been like without him. And he sees then God's plan and how wonderful it was that he was born, and all the things that he didn't realize had such an impact, not just on the people around him, but on the community, on the world around him. And he has a whole new look on life, and he's so much more willing to accept his circumstances. Well, brothers and sisters, you can't always get what you want. I can't always get what I want. But if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need, right? That's what George Bailey realized, and I hope that's what you were able to realize. And I hope we can all do a better job of recognizing that when our plans change, when things don't go the way we expect, it's not the end of the world. God has a far bigger plan in mind, right? We saw that with Mary and Joseph. Mary and Joseph probably planned for a nice, quiet wedding, a nice, quiet life afterward, and yet their entire lives get turned upside down with this pre-wedding pregnancy, this trip to Bethlehem, not having any room in the inn, and the birth of the Savior of the world. Their plans got turned upside down too. But God was doing something really, really big, really, really important, something that was far better than them having a nice, quiet life in Nazareth. So I hope you and I hope we can encourage one another and remind one another to take those minor inconveniences and even those deep, deep disappointments and recognize what I'm sure Mary and Joseph recognized, and certainly what George Bailey recognized, that God's plans are way better. And that if we knew what God was up to in the whole grand scheme of things, the big picture, we would shout for joy. We would just thank him for not letting us get our way. I hope you and I can encourage one another to trust him again as those things come up, because they most certainly will. God's at work, whether we realize it or not. He's on our side. He's working for our good, and he loves us, no matter what our circumstances may say, no matter how frustrated we may be. One last thing, if you haven't noticed, just a quick reminder, we've got these handouts available when you walk in on Sunday morning, and on the back, we got some sermon notes that can help you follow along. You can use it to write some notes, and then you can do your own sermon recap at home with your family devotion time, short little Bible study. Hope it's helpful for you. God bless you. Hope to catch up with you real soon as we finish up this series. It's a wonderful Christmas. God bless you. Bye-bye.